undo with a smile and a laugh. Remember, if you're going through hardship, it's just a cloud, and those clouds will pass. I was pretty exhausted after spending a week in Dubai and walking the walk, talking the talk, and returning to Japan tired, right? And a little down because I thought that I would, have a chance to pitch to some investors about my work, and it didn't happen. I met a lot of folks, but none of them were investors. And so for the last week, I've been a little down, but now I'm back in the sense of the cloud has passed, and we have a beautiful clear sky. And an interesting morning today is we got this moon up there, and we got the sunrise right there. It's called a celestine, I think. It's not always there where you have the sun and the moon together in the same sky. Usually they're in opposition or you can't see them. DAO, help. Help those DAOs around you. They're the ones that are always there for you. And they've got your back. And helping your DAOs and helping others around you is a tenet of mine. Whether it's taking care of the house or cleaning the dishes or helping my kids get to and from school, help. I try to be a good DAO. DAOs are the ones that you can call, and they're always there for you. And finally, do. Do's are those that define who you are. This morning I wrote an email to Noam Chomsky. He's a do of mine. My work, in many respects, is built on a problem that he outlined in 2010 called the wealth and power cycle that is driven by the Ouroboros of Western capitalism, So I spent time unraveling, undoing, figuring out a solution to this wealth and power cycle. And this solution is built on three things. Bitcoin as a foundation that gets rid of fiat and replace it as what I call the Bitcoin standard, a term that I coined and now has become used throughout the crypto. DAO, blockchain, in what I called open decentralized corporations that was renamed by Vitalik as Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, right? DAOs. They replace the corporation, and they simply sequester Bitcoin by turning all fiat and all other things into Bitcoin and issuing out what I call a UBD, a universal basic dividend, that is tied to the Bitcoin that is sequestered by your interaction with the DAO, a decentralized autonomous entity. And collectively, these DAOs form ecosystems, also DAOs. And these ecosystems ultimately are paying the stakeholder, which are the uns that are undoing the problem, the DAOs, which are supporting the uns, and the do's that we're doing it for, right? Because they're the problems that makes the world a better place. UnDaoDu. As you notice, everything around me is UnDaoDu. And I've written, because of GPT, a lot of papers, and I'm going to continue to write papers. I've got a new paper that I'm going to write that talks about FoundUps and how FoundUps works as a mid-journey. So I'm hoping that folks will read my work, because until now, the only thing I could do was talk about my work. And now that I can write with the help of GPT, I can put my thoughts, organize my thoughts, present my thoughts in a way that you can understand them and understand the importance of them. So we have the solution to transform the world, to change everything. And it's just a matter of getting engineers and some funding to make it happen. So if you're interested in supporting the work, you can go to eduit.org and just pre-order the Eduit. We get enough pre-orders, we can build the damn thing without funding, right? If you know folks that are interested, who have access to capital, and say, hey, this crazy atheist monk in Japan may have a solution that you should be aware of. Because there is no more exciting a project as the one that I'm presenting. One that incorporates Bitcoin, incorporates DAOs and the blockchain, right? DAOs are possible because of the blockchain. The blockchain is for DAOs and nothing else, right? Tokens are merely an expression of the DAO, right? And finally, DO, which is AGI, on AI touch tablet that I've been carrying on my back for nearly 23 years. UnDaoDu. So I ask you to share and read papers.eduit.org. Papers.eduit.org. Read my papers, because my ideas are very new and they haven't been expressed anywhere else, and they bring together these aspects in solving what Noam Chomsky pointed out as the wealth and power cycle. It ends that wealth and power cycle by simply reorganizing society from a corporation to these days, and these days evolve into smart DAOs that are driven by your digital twin that comes out of the AI touch tablet. The whole purpose of the tablet is to evolve a digital version of you that is as close to you as possible. It isn't the AI that's trying to change you. The AI point is just to educate you in language arts, math, and science. The three most important things. And it's up to your community, your society, where you're from, okay, to decide the other stuff. Not for me. And you can plug into Khan Academy. And this is why, for example, we're setting up nonprofits in every region. And these nonprofits governs what the Eduit AI touch tablet, eduit.org, ultimately pushes out to people, right? Not me, not the tablet, but you. Language arts, math, and science. That's all we care about. And ultimately evolving a digital you by having the AI try to guess how you're going to respond to different things, okay? Starting from a baby. When are you gonna cry? Why are you gonna cry? How can I help to make your life right? Smile and laugh, a life of smiling and laughing. DAO, help you overcome the challenges that you're facing. And do, most importantly, serve you as the best it can. And educating you on disinformation, on filtering out stuff that is harmful to you. And you may say, well, how do you decide on that filtering? Well, that filtering is decided by you, based on your liking and following and other things, based on how your behavior is. It isn't the AI making the decision, but ultimately you making the decision. The AI is just there as kind of a spam filter. You're the one telling the spam filter what is spam, and then the AI is just looking at other similar spam and filtering it out. And you have always the opportunity to go back and check and see why it filtered, and also train it even more so. The sun's coming up right there. It moves from there all the way down to there. That's 20% of the world right there, from there to there. And you can see how basically by looking at the sunrise and then calculating the distance to that, Aristotle was able to calculate the circumference of the planet, right? Maybe. Was that how he did it? By looking at the sunrises and how our ancestors were able to find that things. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this talk. The most important thing is for you to read papers.eduit.org. Papers.eduit.org. And if you want to support my work, sign up for an Eduit. Go to eduit.org and sign up and get your Eduit. UnDaoDu, to you and yours, the Heartland of Zen. And I'm out here with nature, flying around. She's out here looking for her breakfast, and isn't that beautiful? I love my office. She's just out there looking for the snakes that are coming out to start warming. And we got the swallows going in and out of the river. Got the frogs bouncing across. A nice cool breeze today. Got the turtle. There's a turtle out there. I don't know if you can see his little head poking up out there, checking me out. And we had this amazing sunrise about to happen. UnDaoDu.